In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on March 12, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Toronto Raptors versus Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets will host the Toronto Raptors tonight. Denver took the only head-to-head matchup so far this season by beating Toronto 110-109 as a 5.5 points road underdog on February 12th. The Nuggets lost a tough home game to the Golden State Warriors 113-102 after Stephen Curry dropped 34 and 9 on them. The Raptors have a good chance of securing a playoff spot in the play-in tournament, but they have their sights set on avoiding that entirely by getting the 6th seed. They are 3.5 games back of the Cleveland Cavaliers, but the Brooklyn Nets are right behind them after a win yesterday against the 76ers. The Raptors will be on the second leg of a back-to-back, and the Nuggets are in a good spot to bounce back after a loss to Golden State. They have won 10 of their last 11 games overall. The Toronto Raptors are coming off a big, tough-fought game against the Suns last night, and there's a potential letdown factor here. Denver is also the worst place for the end of a back-to-back. Speaking of Denver, the Nuggets appear to have flipped the switch over the last few weeks, winning 10 of their last 12 games, and they're winning their last 5 games by an average of 5 points with an improved offense. The Nuggets win in the favorite role by an average of 6.1 points, so Denver Nuggets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Toronto comes into this matchup ranked 26th in pace. With all of their dogs in the lineup, they are an excellent defensive club. They have been without their best defender Anunoby for an extended period, but they are only allowing 107 points per game. Both clubs rank middle of the pack in defensive rating, but this game should be a low-scoring defensive battle. The total number has gone under in 5 straight games for Toronto, and 13 of their last 18 games away from Scotiabank Arena. The Raptors have also not allowed more than 108 points in any of their last 6 games. The over-under is also 2-5 to 1 in the last 8 games for Denver, so under the projected total is our full game total pick. Sacramento Kings versus Utah Jazz. With 14 games left to be played in the regular season, we can say with safety that the Sacramento Kings are going to miss on the playoff spot, and they are not looking good in the play-in race as well. The Kings lost 8 of the last 10 games and are on a 3-game losing run. The Utah Jazz, on the other hand, is fighting with Denver and Minnesota for the Northwest Division title. They are strong favorites in this one. These Western Conference rivals have met 3 times this season, and Utah won all 3. So the Jazz are looking to sweep the series here. The Jazz were better in 9 of the previous 10 head-to-head encounters. The Utah Jazz are averaging 113 points on 47% shooting and allowing 107 points on 45% shooting. Donovan Mitchell is averaging 25 points and 5 assists, while Bojan Bogdanovic is averaging 18 points and 4 rebounds. The Sacramento Kings are averaging 110 points on 45% shooting and allowing 115 points on 47% shooting. De'Aaron Fox is averaging 22 points and 3 rebounds, while Domantas Sabonis is averaging 17 points and 12 rebounds. The Kings are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 road games and 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. The Jazz are 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 home games and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The under is 4-1 in Kings' last 5 games as an underdog. The under is 4-0 in Jazz last 4 overall. The Kings are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Utah and 1-6 against the spread in the last 7 meetings. The Kings have listed Morris Harkless as questionable for this one, while the Jazz have ruled out Bojan Bogdanovic. The Kings have been well below their best lately, and they will be so disappointed with their loss to the Nuggets on Wednesday. While the Jazz might still be in shock after last night's loss to the Spurs, the Utah Jazz are on the end of a back-to-back, but they should be a motivated bunch after a questionable loss to the Spurs. It's also near impossible to give the Sacramento Kings any serious look, as they're losing their last 5 games by an average of 10 points. They lose on the road by an average of 7 points, and they lose as an underdog by an average of 8 points. The Kings are coming into this meeting with the advantage of extra rest, but it won't be enough to get past the Jazz, who will surely atone for last night's mistakes with a better performance here. I can't take the Kings serious, as they're a team that falls apart at the end of every season. Utah Jazz to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Kings have actually been a little better defensively since Sabonis came to town, at least on the interior. But make no mistake, they are still a bad defensive team. But the fact that they are catching the Jazz on the second night of a back-to-back bodes well for them. The Jazz may have tired legs, and they may just be looking ahead to bigger games next week against the Bucks and Bulls. The Jazz are still a very good defensive team, ranking 10th in points allowed, and the Undares have prevailed in their last 4 games. Sacramento's offense is going through ups and downs throughout the entire season, and currently, it is going down. The Kings are 7th in pace but only 22nd in offensive rating, while Utah is in the top 10 when it comes to defensive rating. Although the Jazz are the best in offensive rating in the NBA, and I believe they will score a lot of points against the 29th defense in the league, I am worried about Sacramento's contribution in this one. It is worth mentioning that each of Utah's last 4 games went under. I am backing another low-scoring affair today, so under the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Wizards vs. Portland Trail Blazers. The Washington Wizards are currently on a road trip in the West. They opened it with a loss to the Clippers and now will play the second of back-to-back games after facing the Lakers on Friday. The Portland Trail Blazers had 4 consecutive wins before the All-Star break, but since then, they lost 6 in a row. They returned from a 4-game road trip and will play this one at home before hitting the road for the next 5 games. These inter-conference rivals have met once this season, and Portland won that game 115-110 in Washington. The Blazers were better in 6 of the previous 10 head-to-head encounters. The Portland Trail Blazers are averaging 106 points on 44% shooting and allowing 113 points on 47% shooting. The Portland Trail Blazers are shooting 35% from beyond the arc and 76% from the free throw line. The Portland Trail Blazers are allowing 37% shooting from deep and are grabbing 43 rebounds per game. The Washington Wizards are averaging 108 points on 46% shooting and allowing 110.8 points on 45% shooting. The Washington Wizards are shooting 33% from beyond the arc and 78% from the free throw line. The Washington Wizards are allowing 35% shooting from deep and are grabbing 43 rebounds per game. The Wizards are 7-16 to 1 against the spread in their last 24 road games and 16-33 to 2 against the spread in their last 51 games overall. The Trail Blazers are 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 home games and 0-6 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. The over is 4-0 in Wizards' last 4 overall. The under is 4-1 in Trail Blazers' last 6 overall. The Wizards are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Portland and 1-5 against the spread in the last 6 meetings. There's no doubt that the Washington Wizards have the better roster, with the Portland Trail Blazers throwing out a G League team these days. The Portland Trail Blazers have not only lost 6 straight games, but they're losing their last 5 games by an average of 31 points while shooting 36% from the field. The Wizards could really do with a win to get their season back on track, and they couldn't have found a better opponent, as the Trail Blazers have been absolutely ice cold lately as they've lost their last 2 games by a combined total of 91 points. So the Washington Wizards to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. This is another one for the ball flying around the court, with quick transitions and a quick pace of play. The Wizards have averaged 108 points per game, which is 21st in the country. The Blazers have managed 106 points per game, which puts them 25th overall. While neither of these teams have exactly aced their offense, this one seems like it is one for the over purely due to a quicker pace of ball movement. So over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.